of Ghana, is the Nigerian Get Pleasure, bringing you political news in our channel in Akromatri. Dr. Bawumia has done it again. Yeah, Dr. Bawumia has launched another surprise, and this one is a very big business and employment assistance program for the people of Ghana. Please watch.
Has been to look at different ways to recruit more people, both by the private sector and the public sector. What I can say in all humility and with all the hard data is that what the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has been able to do in terms of recruiting people in this economy, both by the public sector and the private sector, has not been done by any other government since the independence of this country. We have recruited in the public sector and the private sector a total of 2.1 million people in the last 7 years. This is hard data. 2.1 million people, 975,000 by the private sector, and 1.2 million by the public sector. No government in the Fourth Republic or in the history of this country has been able to recruit that number of people. This cannot be challenged. So our focus on employment is very, very much on course, and we are making progress. However, we still have a large amount of youth unemployment. That is the reality we face, because in Ghana, our population is about 31 million. And if you look at the demographics of this population, you will see that 73% of the population is below 35 years old. That is close to 23 million people out of the 31 million are youth. So when we are talking about 73% below 35 years old, you know that we have a big job to create more and more opportunities for the youth. So even though we have created 2.1 million, or we have recruited 2.1 million people into jobs, both by the public and the private sector, the work is not yet done. We have to do more, because there is still a large amount of people in need of employment. But at least we can tell you that since we came into office, we have done more than any other government in the history of this country as far as the recruitment of people into jobs. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Asema Makai Sisi Anene saying, say, you hear say, Ghana, ye 31 million, 70%, so ye memuno, ye hear say, ye be create jobs, but Nana Akufo-Addo aba ye baye 7 years ni, ya fani page mamu both private and public sector, 2.1 million. Abayin biya ntimi yese sadi ida. But memuno still ye doso. Still we hear say ye benya ejuma aye. And that is why the Youth Employment Agency is very important in coming up with different modules so that we can get more opportunities for employment. 4 years ago, I was honored to be the guest of honor for the launch of the Youth Employment Agency's Job Center, which is an initiative that sought to connect job seekers and employment through an online platform. 4 years down the line, I have a singular honor of playing a part in the launch of the YEA's Business and Employment Assistance.
As you all can see, this one is another wonderful project from Mr. Digitalization, aka Dr. Bawumia
program. This is a testament to the YEA's commitment to the cause of providing sustainable employment for the Ghanaian youth. At this stage, I would like to thank the board chair and the board members and the CEO and deputy CEO for the excellent job that you have done. I think Kofi Ajapong deserves a huge round of applause. He and his team have really come up with this very innovative model that we are launching today. Mr. Kofi Ajapong nipa omoye juma board chairman ne members omoye juma wa no sa nhihye omudire tutwa no business and employment assistant program omobabua businesses na omofa nipa na omotuaka amani businesses no sa nhihye no sonkopa waya de mombo nsamba no. The YEA has over the years implemented several initiatives as part of efforts to mitigate the youth employment menace. So far, 21,000 youth have collectively been engaged under the Community Police Assistance and Community Health Workers module. Another 2,000 youth have been engaged under the Youth in ICT module in collaboration with the Ghana Digital Centers. A partnership with the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program has resulted in the training of 15,000 Ghanaian youth in business skills, corporate compliances, and financial sustainability practices. Another partnership with the Ministry of Food and Agriculture will engage 20,000 youth under phase 2 of the Planting for Food and Jobs program. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, additionally, the agency has collaborated with the TVET service and the Ghana Energy Commission to train 20,000 artisans as plumbers, tilers, masons, beauticians, fabricators, glazing workers, carpenters, and electricians. 20,000 artisans will be trained, and the beneficiaries under this module will be duly certified after the training and provided with the requisite tools and equipment to set up enterprises of their own. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in 2019, the World Bank identified Ghana as one of the fastest growing economies of the world. However, we entered in 2020 with high hopes and a committed effort to build on the successes of 2019. We were, however, unfortunately hit by the COVID-19 pandemic, and the business sector was particularly affected by the pandemic. Closure of businesses during the partial and total lockdown posed liquidity challenges for some businesses and subsequently led to employers laying off staff or having to reduce staff salaries in a bid to keep businesses afloat. Government initiatives such as the Coronavirus Alleviation Program Business Support Scheme, the CAP BUS, and the COVID-19 Alleviation and Revitalization of Enterprises Support, the Ghana Cares Program, have provided financial support in the form of grants and soft loans to Ghanaian businesses to help them mitigate the challenges of COVID-19. Despite these initiatives, some businesses have still not recovered and therefore will need available assistance to help them back on their feet. Really, the demographic that is mostly affected by this phenomenon are the youth, especially new entrants onto the job market, who have to contend with rising costs of living and wages, which do not correspond to the cost of living. A shared desire to assist both businesses and employees birthed the Youth Employment Agency's Business Employment Assistance Program. This initiative seeks to assist employers re-employ laid-off workers and retain existing employees by providing a maximum of 500 Ghana cedis per employee as salary support. This is really an innovative program. Thank you very, very much. We are helping the employees who are looking for the jobs and the employers who need people to work but are facing higher costs. So you help them with their salaries, you lower their costs, they hire the people get work, and we reduce unemployment. Ladies and gentlemen, over the next year, an estimated 10,000 medium and small scale enterprises across various sectors are set to benefit from this program. Additionally, 20,000 Ghanaian youth will benefit from the implementation of this initiative. This is really big. 20,000 people will get employment from this initiative. I'm particularly excited about the relief this initiative will provide to the Ghanaian youth. The youth of this country are our greatest resource, and it is our collective duty to ensure that they are well positioned to make significant contributions.
Please do well to like, comment, and follow with your notification bell so you get all our updates on my phone. Merry Christmas in advance.